We're on a journey, looking back on the things that we've taken for granted, but feels like we're learning to be better without what's been holding us back now. Let's move closer to a new history, find out what we can be together. Take my hand and we will conquer the world. This is our final chance. 'Cause one day we'll be looking back at this. We were in a big mess together. But we found a way to choose right from wrong. We found the strength to go on together. To go on together. Yeah. To go on together. To go on together. Moonlight and fire, dancing closely together and staying forever young. What about you and I then? Can we two find a way to align with each other? Let's move closer to a new history, find out what we can be together. Take my hand and we will conquer the world. This is our final chance. 'Cause one day we'll be looking back at this. We were in a big mess together. But we found a way to choose right from wrong. We found the strength to go on together. To go on together. Yeah. To go on together. To go on
Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to be with me, celebrating 30 years of meditation and transformation. On August 6th, 1993, I walked into a 10-day transformational meditation experience, and it really, I don't know, took me into a different dimension and has influenced the course of my life dramatically and for the better. I've had the opportunity to meditate with spiritual masters, to receive guidance from spiritual masters, personal guidance. I've meditated for long hours, for years and years and years. I stopped counting when I got to 10,000 hours of meditation, which is mind-blowing. Just consistent practice over time. So I am so happy to bring to you different offerings from the work that I've done in meditation as a yogi, seeking enlightenment, awareness, elevation of consciousness, and also the concept of breaking the cycle of birth and death in this lifetime, which is born out of reincarnation, which a lot of different religions acknowledge as a phenomenon. Whether or not that exists or not, I know one thing for sure, that when I was 17, I was coming of age and I made a proclamation out to the world. I wanted to know, what is our business with God? What is God beyond the constructs of religious dogma, limitations? Religion has a place, but I really wanted to know, what is spiritual success? I want that. And I happened to be within the vicinity of some powerful spiritual masters in Southern California. How I got there is a long trip, long story. And maybe in the Enlighten Up retreat, you can go into some of those stories if you want to hear them. But I ended up finding a spiritual master that, well, I was going to the Self-Realization Fellowship, or Paramahansa Yogananda, who is one of the East Indian spiritual masters that came to the West to bring Eastern spirituality to Western civilization in the United States, specifically San Diego, Encinitas, California, which I happened to be there, living in there. And I considered joining that path. Kriya Yoga, they have retreats, they have an ashram. And for those of you in San Diego, you know the surf spot called Swami's, all right there. And the thing is that Paramahansa Yogananda said that if you try really hard and you're dedicated your entire life, you might make it that much further into your next lifetime, and eventually you won't take birth again. And I was like, no, I don't want that. I want to break free in this lifetime, whatever that is. And so I found Kalindi, who was talking about breaking the cycle of birth and death, which was just water to my thirsty soul. So I came to her intensive, and it did not disappoint. It was indeed a miracle of love. So that's why I'm celebrating. The development of Wake Up and Dance is very much kind of birthed out of this spiritual movement. And it's really meant to make deep spiritual transformation accessible to the energy in transformational meditation without having to do plant medicine to get there. And there certainly is a place for plant medicine in dealing with traumas, PTSD, and some of these other psychological challenges that we're all facing. But what I do is not plant-based. So there is somewhere else to go after you've had your ayahuasca awakening, that where you can find that state of consciousness connected to the all that is through meditation. Very powerful. So in a little bit, we're going to do a wake up and dance. It's my favorite thing to do. But I wanted to talk about a couple of things first. The next Enlighten Up retreat is going to be October 6th through the 8th. It starts on a Friday night at 7 p.m., ends at 2 o'clock on Sunday. So anyone who works a 9 to 5 can be there and not miss out on work. And you have plenty of time on Sunday to get ready for the next work week. It's also affordable, $222. So it's can't always do it at that rock bottom price. But I want this particular Enlighten Up retreat to be for women only. And I'll be inviting you into my home. That's why I can keep the price so low. And I have room for 4 women. And each person will have their own space, their own room to sleep in, so that you're not breathing other people's breath. It's kind of an interesting phenomenon to have learned that much more about the power of breath in these last years. So I wanted to put that out there, and I'll be sending it out on my newsletters, more announcements when the applications are open, when you can sign up and register. If you haven't already, please subscribe at denvermeditationcenter.com to get those notifications. See a couple other announcements. Sacred Dance Sundays. So this is kind of a little bit of a preview of Sacred Dance Sundays. I am talking with a venue so that we can do a hybrid in person and broadcasting through YouTube live, so people from around the world can join in. But those of us here in Denver who want to wake up and dance together can come together. So I can't announce the space yet because there's still some behind the scenes logistics to work out, but I can't wait to share with you when that'll happen. And I'm looking at starting January 2024 to start having the in-person and Sundays, weekly on Sundays. Between now and the beginning of the year, I'll have some more of these online Sunday wake up and dance to start building some of that momentum and to get used to going online. Hey, someone's here. Hey, Base Orbit. Thank you for your love. Thank you for everything that you've done to help make all of this possible. So we're playing in the realm of beyond space and time. So the thing is the power of technology and YouTube. We're putting this out there. Who knows who's going to find it at what point in time? But we're putting ourselves out there, and that to me is so satisfying in my soul. It makes me so happy. And I'm so grateful to the people closest to me who've been supporting me to realize this dream of making a significant offering to the world with my talents and abilities. So that's what this is all about. Sacred Dance Sundays. Also, Sacred Dance Festival, which is just music and meditation. Those will be happening. I'm hoping we can start that in 2024 as well. Starting these Sunday Sacred Dance Days is a lot of energy, plus the retreats, plus YouTube videos and podcasts and meditations that are on the line. I just have to hold that candle for the Sacred Dance Festival. We want to put one on together as a community of spiritual DJs and people who just want to dance to music. Nothing big scale. I love this smaller, intimate kind of feeling, smaller, intimate retreats where people can get off screen, get off their computers, get off the social media, and just be with themselves. Maybe experience some periods of time in silence, and the depth of that creates, have some spiritual conversation, dialogue, some deeper conversation than what we can have in our normal day-to-day life. So that's the Enlighten Up Retreat, Sacred Dance Festivals, Sacred Dance Sundays, and the podcasts. Yeah, I'm going to be looking for some healers and artists, spiritual artists. Here's a shout out to Mythica. Thanks for this pendant. I love it. So I know different artists, and that's part of the desire and vision for Sacred Dance Festival. Again, sign up on Denver Meditation Center if you haven't already, and you'll get notification for all these events as they come about. It's about time to stop yapping and start meditating. But before we go there, I just wanted to show you some spiritual beads. That's another thing I'm just into right now. So I have some for sale. Look at all these beautiful beads. non-traditional malas. You know, I have this chakra balancing mala. It has a big, they call it a guru. It's turquoise. The little Buddha in there. It has all the different colors of the chakra. And for today only, because it's my celebration, normally Mala's 108 beads are $108, but today I'm going to do it for $86 because it's 86. 86 meaning completing my business here on planet Earth, and I'm out of here. So there's that one. This is a 131. I love this one. It has these Indian glass red beads, and I think it's black onyx. Yeah, this is black onyx. So it's very grounding, very root chakra. And it also has 31 beads. So this non-traditional mala with 31 beads, 31 angel number represents change and transformation. So that's a powerful one. Here's a really sweet one. It has agazanite, which is joy and harmony, and a really pretty pink little tassel there. This one is one that you can wear as a mala bracelet. So normally they're $55, but today, because it's my 30th celebration, it's going to be $30. And the last one I wanted to share with you too. This one has rainbow fluorite on it, some lotus flowers on it, and then it has a pendant with Krishna. So if anybody has a particular, that's an Amazonite little guru right there. So if anybody has a connection to Krishna, this could be yours. Again, normally $55. This one is $30 for today. So those are my malas for sale. Email me at swara@yogi-swara.com if you want to purchase one of these, and I will contact you. So I think it's time to turn down the lights and pump up the volume, and let's meditate. My favorite thing to do in the world. So let me get those lights turned off. I prepared a special meditation for today. It has more of an explanation of what's going on with the different energies in Wake Up and Dance. So here we go. This is a 45-minute meditation. Dance, an explanation of the energy fields we tap into in this powerful meditation practice, and the different ways we can move our body to facilitate the many different frequencies of spiritual energy. We open by raising our hands above our head, palms together, bringing our hands down to heart center, moving back up to above our heads, the point of individualism where we connect to spirit, back down to our hearts, and back and forth as we connect to spirit in our hearts. In sacred geometry, the torus represents the flow of energy, the interconnectedness of all things, and the balance between the physical and spiritual realms. It's a symbol of the continuous cycle of creation, destruction, birth, and death, and the eternal nature of existence. So we move in every which different directions, contracting, expanding, cyclical, circles, portals. Next, we also work with our auric field. Our aura is the electromagnetic field that emanates from our body. Generally speaking, our auric field extends 2 feet from our body, from top to bottom, front to back, and side to side. Visualize a warm golden light that permeates our auric field as we expand our field into a wide, open, and expansive womb. From here, we invite divine presence to fill our auric field, to protect us and envelop us in all that is benevolent and sacred. In meditation, we activate our energy centers, also known as chakras, cleaning out any stuck or unwanted negative vibrational states of being. We contain thousands of chakra centers throughout our bodies, and we invite Spirit to open up our 7 main chakras. Placing our hands on the top of our heads, we activate our divine consciousness through the crown chakra and activate our inner and outer beauty and spiritual connection. Moving down to our 3rd eye chakra, we place our hands on our forehead to illuminate our clairvoyance, intuition, imagination, and wisdom. Moving further down to our throat chakra, we open our communication center and ask that our words be filled with divine truth and that our self-expression be in alignment with our highest purpose. Moving down to the center of our chest, we activate our heart chakra, where our spiritual and material energy centers connect, and how we connect with others in an activated state of love, joy, and inner peace. Moving down to our upper abdomen, above our navel, we activate our solar plexus, the energy center of our self-worth, confidence, and self-esteem. If you need more confidence, focus on opening and expanding this region in your meditation. Moving our hands below the navel, we enter into the sacral chakra, where we find the center of our womb energy and how to relate to our emotions. This is also the center of our creativity and sexuality. Moving down to the root chakra located at the base of our spine, we visualize roots extending down our legs into earth as we connect to our material reality in physical form, and the root to our vitality of life. In meditation, we also tap into the Kundalini energy, which moves up and down the spine. I like to call it my Kundalini energy because she is the one who taught me how to connect to transformational energy in meditation. Falling into the music, we are guided to realms within that are vastly beyond our mind's capacity to comprehend. We move our physical, emotional, and energy bodies to release unwanted energies and to be filled with guidance and wisdoms from God, benevolent spirit, source of love, and highest intelligence. Through embodied prayer, we connect to the essence of who we are beyond material manifestation. Feel free to watch and learn by observing in an open, receptive state of being. Jump in and start moving when the urge pulls you out on the dance floor, or simply witness in a judge-free state of mind. If a musical track comes on that you have a hard time connecting into, consider it an opportunity to move past whatever is blocking you from flowing with whatever shows up in this sacred space. Let us move and wake up and dance. I'm going to keep words to a minimum so that we can go deep together in the beyond space and time. Magical. Favorite meditation tracks.
When the blazing sun is gone, when nothing shines upon, then you show your little light, twinkle, twinkle all the night. Then we travel in the dark, thanks you for your tiny spark. You could not see which way to go if you did not twinkle so. Oh, oh. In the dark blue sky you keep, and often throw my curtains beam. For you never shut your eye till the sun is in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder where you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky.
Remember all of those energy chakras that we have. Imagine like a pinball coming and touching each little one of them and illuminating them to shine so your whole being lights up like a Christmas tree. All right, toot-toot.
miserable people doing things they hate just to fit in. I know it's easier to get along peacefully, but have you ever thought about you? Don't know why I keep on doing what I'm told to do when the rules are made up by someone we never knew. Baby, wipe your tears and hear me out. We don't need someone to feel alright. Let's do the streets on a Monday. Let's call your exes and tell them they can join us too. Why always worry about money when you can get rich by trying to see the outside? I know it's hard sometimes to believe it, that you deserve more. Let me say it. Oh, quit the job you hate and love the ones you love. 'Cause have you ever really thought about you? Don't know why I keep on doing what I'm told to do when the rules are made up by someone we never knew. Baby, wipe your tears and hear me out. We don't need someone to feel alright. Let's do the streets on a Monday. Let's call your exes and tell them they can join us too. Why always worry about money when you can get rich by trying to see the outside? We don't need someone to feel alright. Let's do the streets on a Monday. Let's call your exes and tell them they can join us too. Why always worry about money when you can get rich by trying to see the outside?
Trickling balls of love and light funneling through our point of individualism into our arc field, which now is the space of the entire room. Dancing light beams, illumination, downloading of wisdom and codes beyond the mind. In this uplifted state, having the discipline to get in this updated state and sharing the vulnerability of joy. Online. You can't be discouraged and give an uplifted state. You can't be in negative thinking. You can't be wallowing in issues, complaining, making up stories in our head just because we don't have enough information. We cannot spend time in those darker, lower vibrational states of being when we are consciously choosing to uplift our energies and open up to the abundant source of love, constantly trying to come in. But here's the thing, we have to invite love in. We have to invite spirit in. It's the nature of this place free will. I gave my free will to God. 17 years trying to do it right, trying to break free. It was an awakening for me to let go of that effort and really just be in a state of giving, unconditional. Not about winning, not about crossing a finish line. Just about being open, giving, and having a love affair with the divine. Now that is something to celebrate. Bring the energy up. Now I move into stillness meditation. After that beautiful opening that we just created together, let's sit and receive holy benediction. to reconnect to that innocent soul that we came here with. The freedom of our inner child. An endless energy. That's what we're connecting to in meditation.
I remember the first time we met, face to face. Kiss on my neck, how could I forget something that hasn't happened yet? I'm wasting my time, losing my mind over all this wasted time. I know I'm impatient, but baby, give me a chance. I'll do whatever you say. I can't afford to cry any more tears. You turn into all my feast. I want you here with me. I want you here with me. I
forgot.
the first time I heard your voice.
We love it.
Holding my hand, how could I feel your touch? 'Cause you were nowhere near. I know I'm impatient, but baby, give me a chance. I'll do whatever you say. I can't afford to cry any more tears. You turn into all my fears. I want you here with me. I want you here with me. I want you here with me. I want you here with me.
You are my shelter from the storm. You keep me safe inside your wings. You are my comfort when life gets hard. You lead me to water to drink. And now I trust your gentle hand, even when I can't understand. I
here, you can remain in a seated position, or you can lay down and relax your body and just receive. this deepest place within. We are reminded just how important we are, how exquisite each and every one of us is. Our unique gifts that we have to bring to help mankind evolve. More kindness, more patience, more tolerance, more compassion, more giving, in a frequency of unity. Vibration of love. As this meditation comes to a close, we take a moment to thank Spirit for showing up, and we consciously bring our arc field back to a 2-foot radius about us, above, below, in front and back, from side to side. And we bring that beautiful opening in connection to Spirit through all our major chakra centers, energy centers, and ground ourselves back on planet Earth with a renewed commitment to keep giving, not get discouraged, not allow depression to suck us into that black hole of sadness, but standing up, breaking barriers, and committing to be a light bearer. Thy will be done. Take a few moments and we'll come back together again to complete this beautiful celebration. So I just want to thank everyone for coming and being here with me, even if it's beyond time space. But thank you for the happy spiritual birthday, Melissa. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being my friend for so many years. I really hope that we have some work to do yet together. You know, there's more awareness around sexuality and healing around sexuality. And you and I have done some very unique and powerful trainings around the area of sensuality and sexuality. And I feel like, wow, what a difference the world would be if teenagers could have permission to explore and express themselves sexually and learn how to make out in a satisfying way without getting pregnant so young. Conscious pregnancies. Anyway, I feel like there's a lot of attention around this reproduction stuff, and I don't really hear anyone talking about that. But I'd like to see that happen. So maybe we have some work to do in that realm together. I don't know what that's going to look like. But anyway, after meditation, I don't really feel like talking very much, but I just want to reiterate that I do have these beautiful malas up for sale. Feels kind of cheap to talk about stuff for sale after meditation, doesn't it? I don't know. Probably won't do it in the future. But that's how you learn, by doing things wrong. You know, being a success means being willing to fail a lot. And but that's what takes courage, and that's what I learned from Brene Brown. I just love her work. And the Enlighten Up Retreat is filled with so many lessons from Brene Brown. She's the first person I heard talk about vulnerability and shame since Kalindi. And she's a sociologist that has spent 20 years of her life interviewing thousands of people and doing the research and really teaching us how to find the words to articulate what's going on inside of us. We haven't really been taught. We know how to identify sad and angry and happy, but there's like a myriad of different experiences that we have when we learn to share our life story with each other. We start to see how much we're so much more alike than we are different. And that's the miracle of love, is what I would say about that. Love's awakening. It's evolved from a 10-day transformational experience to, I think it's 3 or 4 days, Love's awakening. So not sure when those are going to be starting up again, but I'll for sure let you know. Just go to denvermeditationcenter.com and sign up for notifications for all these beautiful sacred events and opportunities. Sacred Dance Sundays. I hope you enjoyed it. Some people will want to watch from their bed. Some people will want to get up and move their bodies. I do show up most days on YouTube with a new playlist, practicing Wake Up and Dance. Come and be with me. I have over 130 meditations on this YouTube channel. So I'll challenge you. Pick a time, a day. Maybe it's Monday, maybe it's Friday, or maybe it's every day for 1 week. Find a meditation and commit to 1 hour of no distractions. Just listen to the music, put some good headphones on, get a sound system, pump it up if you don't have roommates or people that can be bothered by loud music, and meditate. Single most powerful thing we can do to make a positive impact on the world is to clean up our own inner trash and enlighten up. Wake up and dance. Let love awaken from inside. And together we're building a beautiful community of healers and people who just want to be in a safe womb, a safe cocoon filled with love. So let's transform together. Oh, I got my cupcake. I like to have my cake and eat it too. Look at this. Yum. This is my favorite. It's salted caramel. It's kind of sweet and salty. So, have a pleasurable Sunday here in Denver. Gorgeous outside. It's not too hot. We've been very fortunate this summer. So go out, see some sunshine, listen to the birds, find some water, hear the water trickling. I love you, and I'll see you online.